As part of a San Francisco Randonneur ride, I'm going to explore 5 of the lesser-known rock history locations in Marin.
Raise your right hand, or your other right hand, and please repeat after me. I insert my name here.
Insert my name here.
Promise not to do stupid stuff.
Promise not to do stupid stuff.
This is a legally and morally binding oath, and you are bound by the cosmos to return here, happy and healthy, at the end of the ride.
Today's ride is organized by the San Francisco Randonneurs and is known as a populaire. It's essentially an early season ride that ends with a picnic back here on Crissy Field. The route is a mellow 74 miles with 3,400 feet of elevation. Along the way, I'm going to talk about some key locations from Marin's rich rock history. In the 1960s, San Francisco became the global epicenter for the counterculture. The soundtrack for that revolution was created by musicians who came here from all over the world. Given Marin County's proximity to San Francisco, combined with its natural beauty and relative isolation, it is no surprise that the county became a sanctuary for musicians and developed its own rock culture. The first stop on our tour is the Trident. Sadly, just weeks ago on New Year's Day, they announced that they were closing their doors indefinitely. Originally a yacht club that dates back to the late 19th century, the Trident became a legendary 1960s counterculture hub after the folk group the Kingston Trio bought it in 1960. The Trident is steeped in history and was particularly known for live music, its psychedelic decor, and as a rock star and celebrity hangout. Janis Joplin, the Grateful Dead, Bill Graham, the Rolling Stones, and Clint Eastwood were just a few of the stars that were regulars here. Additionally, Robin Williams worked here as a busboy for 3 summers in the mid-70s, and Woody Allen shot scenes from his 1972 movie, Play It Again, Sam, in the restaurant. It's also the place where the tequila sunrise cocktail became popularized. The story goes that in 1972 it was served here at a party organized by the rock promoter Bill Graham to kick off the Rolling Stones tour of America. After Mick Jagger tried one and enjoyed it, the drink became a staple for the entire band. It quickly turned into their signature drink, and the tour itself became widely known as the Stones' Cocaine and Tequila Sunrise Tour of America. The next stop is this unassuming 1-story building near some old warehouses on the outskirts of Sausalito. This recording studio, built from California redwood, has hosted more rock stars than any other place in all of Marin. Created by renowned sound engineer Gary Kellgren and his partner Chris Stone, the record plant was designed to reinvent the recording experience by replacing clinical environments with a more homely aesthetic. The invitations for the studio's 1972 Halloween opening were uniquely etched onto slabs of redwood. The event's rock star guest list included John Lennon and Yoko Ono, who famously arrived dressed as trees. Over the years, many musicians have recorded here, including Aretha Franklin, Bob Marley, the Grateful Dead, Santana and Metallica. It's where Fleetwood Mac recorded their famous 1977 album Rumours, and where Prince, as a 19-year-old, recorded his debut album For You. Finally, it was also the site of a popular radio rock show in the 70s called Live from the Plant. By the early 2000s, the demand for the plant's services had decreased dramatically, mainly because of the economics of the music industry and the fact that new recording technology allowed bands to record outside of the traditional recording studio setting. Years ago, I got to see inside the studio. All I really remember is how dated everything looked and the fact that there was little evidence of some of the legendary rock star excess that I was hoping to observe.
I was surprised.
This will be us in June, a few months' time, the Irish countryside. It'll be raining. It'll be fine. So this is a reservoir that's man-made, right? And when we had the drought years, all this water was gone.
Oh, wow.
And you could see the road that used to go through the valley. And there was a little bridge halfway through, right? And you could actually see it for like 3 years, right? It's crazy. Nicasio is a tiny, idyllic village with a population of less than 200 people. The hamlet is centered around a baseball field and includes some old-timey buildings like St. Mary's Catholic Church, built in 1867, a small schoolhouse, and the somewhat eerie Druids Hall. The latter is run by the California Druids, an organization that dates back to the 1860s and was originally formed to assist the families of miners injured in the gold fields of the Sierra Nevada. Nicasio is important in terms of rock history because of the Rancho Nicasio Roadhouse. This unassuming bar has hosted acts like the Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane and Van Morrison. Nicasio is also where Jerry Garcia spent the last few years of his life before he passed away in 1995. This is definitely my round, okay? No, not a chance, Joe. Oh boy.
Hi guys, not open.
We're not open, okay, all right.
You've been closed for a week.
Oh wow, I'm sorry.
We opened Wednesday, yeah, we have to tear the whole floor out.
Okay. You know, I can survive a week. I'll be fine, okay?
Are you sure?
Good luck with everything, okay? Okay.
It's a long haul.
Okay. It's a wonderful place you have there. I love it. I love it. Okay.
We appreciate
After an unsuccessful stop for a before noon beer at Fairfax's Gestalt House, we head to the adjoining town of San Anselmo. In 1971, a 25-year-old Northern Irish singer named Van Morrison, also known as Van the Man or the Belfast Cowboy, moved to Marin. He was a major star, having already released the two iconic albums Astral Weeks and Moondance. His move to Marin was seen as an endorsement for Marin's burgeoning music scene. Morrison was looking for a slower pace of life to raise his infant daughter and also to move his Belfast-based parents. They settled here and even opened a record store in Fairfax called Caledonia Records. Over his 4 years residency, he performed multiple times around Marin. His daughter Shauna, who is also a singer, still lives in the area. Here he also recorded one of his most critically acclaimed albums. St. Dominic's Preview came into being when he read an ad in a newspaper for a peace vigil to be held at St. Dominic's Church in San Francisco. The album cover features Van Morrison sitting on the steps of the Theological Seminary here in San Anselmo. Stop number 5. If you trace the roots of San Francisco's music scene back to the early 60s, you'll find Bill Graham at the center of it all. A German-born immigrant turned legendary promoter, Graham was a relentless force who defined the era through his management of two landmark venues, the Fillmore and the Winterland Ballroom. Sadly, he died in a helicopter crash in 1991. His home for the last 13 years of his life was here on the top of Camino Alto, a road well known to local cyclists. The 11-acre property and mansion hosted many famous rock stars, but was demolished in the early 2000s. It was rebuilt and called the Guitar House in an apparent homage to Graham. Recent owners of the house include Alan Newman, the founder of WeWork, who sold it for $21 million in 2018. Our ride ends with a picnic back at San Francisco's Crissy Field. Thanks to the San Francisco Randonneurs for a great day out.
Peter!
Sláinte everyone, sláinte.
Cheers!
Subscribe for next week's episode when I ride the iconic locations of San Francisco's top 10 movies.